said no. And as I began to listen, I said, I don't believe all this. I was hearing stuff I've never in my life. I was hearing stuff that scared me. Stuff such as people getting shots in their eyes with a needle. I've never heard that until I got involved in listening to some testimonies. People couldn't walk and people in wheelchairs and just all kind of different health challenges. And I was like, man, these people are not telling the truth. These people are not being honest because I didn't believe. But I said, you know what? There has to be some truth to some of this. Everybody can't be lying. So let me do my own research and find out what I can find. And I did. And I said, okay, let me order the technology. And within a 2-week period, I had 22 people in the company. So what I want to do is to share with you some information, tell you what happened to me. I got the technology. I took the technology. I suffered with vertigo for the past 12 to 15 years. I've tried every juice, drink, shake, patch, everything to get rid of vertigo. Vertigo is where you're always constantly dizzy. And I couldn't get rid of it. But when I got involved in MoreMito, my lady said, baby, how's your vertigo? After halfway being on the technology. And I didn't realize that it was gone until she asked me, how's your vertigo? And I said, baby, it's gone. Period. I said, man, this stuff worked. It got rid of the floaters in my eyes. So just that alone caught my attention. So what I'm going to do is share with you some information, and I want you to get rid of all distractions. And this is the reason why. You cannot stay focused on what's going on this Zoom if you've got the radio, the TV, the dog, or whatever. So I ask you to do this. Get rid of all distractions. They say our mind is like a parachute and it's not going to work unless you open it up. You can't do that if you've got all these distractions going on. So do me a favor, stay focused on the information. I'm going to cover a lot of information in a very short period of time. And I want you to do whatever you have to do. If you've got to go home and think about it or sleep on it or pray on it or whatever it is you have to do that, and I respect that. But spend your time here wisely because why? Once you spend the time, you can't take it back. So stay focused on the information, okay? So let me ask you this question. This is a very serious question. I want you to think about this. If you had to choose between $1 million or perfect health for you and your family, which one would you pick? Think about that. If you had to choose between $1 million or perfect health for you and your family, which one would you pick? There's people right now that are worth millions of dollars and they have health challenges. They have whatever challenge they got it, okay? And I guarantee you they'll give back every dime, nickel, and quarter to get perfect health. Why? Because your health is your wealth. Folks, if you don't have your health, you never acquire the wealth because you're not in good health. You're not going to feel like going out there and doing something. So that's very, very important. When I got started with the company, I met Roger Hill, and it just struck me the way that he approaches things. He has a unique intellect, and the best way that I can describe it from what I heard from Dale, he has the ability to find the corners in a circle. He's got an analytical approach to everything he does, and that intellect served him well in his career at NASA. Roger spent years at NASA, and Roger used to have regular meetings with people you and I read about in the history book. It's an incredible career. And how do you top a career like that? Well, you get recruited by the Pentagon. He spent years at the Pentagon. He really gained a reputation for creating a unique and one-of-a-kind pay plan. A pay plan that rewards the people. See, it seems like those other companies that I've been involved in had the type of compensation that had breakage for the company and not for the people. They have qualification where you had to qualify each month just to continue to get the check that you rightfully earned. Roger understood that the people are the company. If you reward the people, you will have a successful company. He was also responsible for putting 40 people in one company. He took all of that experience, that knowledge, and brought it here to MoreMito. Planted his flag here, and he is our CEO and he runs this company, and we are so blessed to have him with us. And to give you more information on this company and this incredible technology, I turn this call over to Roger Hill.
Let me introduce you to us, particularly if you're new. By now you may know that we are a nutraceutical company and that we're noted for making some profoundly effective products for people and their pets. And it's because of a very special technology that our scientist, Dr. Bevan Elliott, created. You know, he's actually pioneering a new way to make all of us healthier. And it's based on what I think is a really simple concept. What he wants to do is, first of all, increase the amount of energy that your cells can produce. How common sense is that? Doesn't everything take energy? If I go in your house right now and start turning down that current, wouldn't your lights start to dim at some point? Wouldn't your appliances start to malfunction and subsequently fail? Of course they would. But you know, that's the way it is when you go through life, because you start out with a lot of mitochondria. You tend to lose them to the extent that by the time you get to be 80 or 90, you may only have 5 or 10% left. Now what goes with it as that goes? Loss of function, you know? From all those things you ran into that diminished your mitochondria, diseases you encountered a lot might have made, medications you might have been prescribed. Among them, there are some serial killers of mitochondria, things you ran into in the environment. Dr. Elliott wants to reverse that trend. He wants to grow back your mitochondria and give your body an opportunity to get back that function that you've lost. He likes to use natural substances to do so. He had to solve a significant problem with them called deliverability. They can have a difficult time being as effective as they could be. As good as we thought they've been, there's a level above that if you could actually get them to be delivered into your cells properly. Dr. Elliott created this technology. It's called XDS. That stands for Exponential Delivery System. It's in all of our products. And it is the reason that things get into your cells and even deeper into your mitochondria and create all these amazing stories that you hear in every single one of our calls. He created a product line for us. It's called UltraMito, and he's going to tell you about that.
Thank you, Roger, so much for your time and your expertise and being on this Zoom. We really your mitochondria are components in your cells that produce energy. The powerhouse. When you get 75, 80 years old, you're lucky if you have 5 mitochondria left. You know, in that demonstration, Roger Hill says, if I turn down the energy in your home, what happens? Your house runs on 120 watts. If it's only at 54, the microwave is not going to work. The lights are going to be dim. So the things in your house is not going to work like they're supposed to, because why? Because of the energy. You literally cannot be your healthiest unless your mitochondria are at their best. And what now in your mitochondria? You know, Roger talked about all the different things that does, but guess what? Stress, negativity, worried about the job, worried about how you're going to keep gas in the car or pay the bills. Those things can tear down your mitochondria. So what do we have? We have technology. It's our 3rd generation, and guess what? This technology rebuild your mitochondria and restore that in your body. And just kind of just give you an idea what it does. You know, they were talking about that when they opened up King Tut's tomb, that there was black seed in there. This has 44 ingredients, and you can go to the website to look at all the different ingredients that's in this here. And it's very simple to use. It's very easy. All you do is take the recommended dosage, it's 4 milliliters a day. And what do? You don't just put it in your mouth and swallow it. You put it underneath your tongue and you hold it so it can get into your bloodstream. And then you swish it around like it's mouthwash, and then you let it settle back underneath your tongue, and you swish it around like it's mouthwash. Let it settle back underneath your tongue, and you swish it around like it's mouthwash. Let it settle back underneath your tongue for as long as you can. Then you swallow. You do 2 milliliters in the morning and 2 in the evening. That's a total of 4. When you get it, there's a little dropper in there. The top line on the dropper says 1 ml. So remember, you got to do 2 of those in the morning and 2 in the evening. But what we've learned is that when you mix the Restore and the Rejuvenate, it has an incredible effect. So this is going to help work from the inside out. If somebody's got a knee pain, bone on bone, you know, back pain, head pain, well, this is going to help work from the inside out. Well, what's going to help to work from the outside in? Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate 2.0. You know, help you with your skin, help you in your burns, scrape, scratch. This will be your go-to product for anything that you see on the screen. I'm telling you, when I learned about how you could brush your teeth to help with your gums and gingivitis and bad breath, you can use it as deodorant. Because there's a lot of stuff in deodorant that's not good for us. And we put that stuff on every single day. Well, guess what? You can use this. I had a guy tell me, he says, Alexander, this product is so awesome. I put it anywhere I have skin. I said, man, that's all over, right? So I wish I could get a gallon. You know, and I was hearing people talk about how it would get rid of pain instantly. But I don't really have any pain, thank the good Lord, knock on wood. And I said, yeah, right. Well, I experienced it because I was helping my son move, and we had a U-Haul truck, and I ended up hitting my pretty bad. I mean, every time I would bend that knee, it would pull up, and it would hurt really bad. But I had some of the Rejuvenate. I said, you know what, let me put this on my knee. And I put it on my knee, and I was amazed at within less than 5 minutes, the pain was gone. I said, man, that stuff worked just like they said in the call. There's times when I wake up throughout the night, if I sleep too long on my right-hand side, my hip gets to aching, bothering me. And you guys know, if you got some pain somewhere, it will wake you up. You don't want to be awakened, but guess what? If you have some pain somewhere, it's going to wake you up. And I would put the stuff on it, and the first time it happened, I put it on, and I said, no, that didn't work like that. That didn't go away. It only went away because I was walking from the bedroom to the bathroom. But folks, the pain went away. I want to show you this person here, put it in his hair. His hair grew back. Look at the before and the after on this lady right here. Look at her skin. It's good for the skin. As well as if you have any aches in your hand, if you have pain in your feet, this will go down deep, penetrate the skin, the muscles, get into the joints, get into the cells to help. Now, don't just put it on once. You got to continue to feed it. Put it on. I want you to understand is that some people have challenges that they've had for 20, 30 years, and they expect this to get rid of it in a week. You cannot expect this technology to fix something that you've had for 20, 30 years in a week. Okay? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. But your body's going to do what it needs to do to fix itself. This is called bundle number 7. If you buy 3, so we also have another product called the Brain and Body. You know, they had this product 3 years ago, and it was a big horse pill, and people complained about the pills being so big. So Dr. Devin came and reformulated and put it in a capsule. So anyone that you know that have challenges in the mental capacity, but I know somebody that will leave the living room, go to the kitchen, and get in the kitchen and forgot why he walked in the kitchen. I was like, man, you need some of this, right? But, you know, I'm like, man, I don't want to be like that. But what we have been hearing is that people have been taking this, and it's been causing the synapses in the brains to fire. I had a lady that I was talking to, and I mean, I called her right, and she said, Alexander, I told you I'm not good with products. I'm not going to get involved in any products. And I said, I know, but that's not why I'm calling you. She said, well, I told you I'm not going to go get nobody. I'm not going to go recruit nobody. And I said, I know, but that's not why I'm calling you. She said, okay, why are you calling me? Because I know that you need to have back surgery. I said, I know that your mother don't even know your name, and that hurts your heart. Only thing I want you to do is get on a call and just listen. You ain't got to go tell nobody. You don't have to, you don't have to go market the product. I just want you to become a customer and see if this technology will help you. And she did. She got involved in the business, purchased the product, and put in 12 people. The same person that told me, I'm not going to do nothing. Some people have pets, and this right here is something that I found that says pet owners in the U.S. has jumped significantly over the past 3 decades. In 2020, of 66% of U.S. households, 86.9 million people have pets. 86.9. So if you have a pet that's kind of slow, don't greet you at the door, don't run and jump on you, kind of sluggish, folks, we have a product called Petlife, the Pet 2.0, to help with the pets. Now, this is the thing. Pets can't have citrus. So this Petlife is the same as the also learned that people can put this in your eye, because if you put the Restore in your eye, it's going to burn really bad. I'm going to hear you all the way in California because it's going to burn that bad. But you can use the Petlife. It'll still sting a little bit, but it won't burn as bad because it won't have the citrus in there to cause it to burn. So you can definitely use the Petlife. 4 lines of products. We have the Restore 3.0, the Rejuvenate 2.0, we have the Petlife, and the Renew. There's other things, and I will tell you folks, so you definitely want to make sure that you're on the corporate update call on Saturday. And I always tell people this, it is not mandatory for you to be on these calls. No, it's not. But is it mandatory for your success? Yes. Is it mandatory for you to learn how to use the product? Because there are people that's coming to us and telling us, I never knew that you could brush your teeth with the Rejuvenate until I heard it on the call. And guess what I've been doing? Brushing my teeth with it. I never knew about using it as deodorant, heard it on the call. And the testimonies that we hear is awesome. And I tell your testimonies, because you never know when your testimony might be a blessing to somebody else. You just don't know. So don't be afraid to tell your testimony. So I tell people this, make a decision to make a decision. How much does it cost to join this company? It's free. We don't have a monthly requirement on an auto ship. A person does not have to be on an auto ship every single month to be qualified to earn commissions. No. And there's a lot of great companies out here. Okay, I've been a part of some of them. Okay, they're still in existence. And so it's really important that people make a decision. I mean, I've been in this industry as far as network marketing and different opportunities for so long that people tell me a number of times that they are sitting on the fence. And I always ask them, how did you get up there? And that's the reason why I say that I want people to make a decision to make a decision. And sometimes people can't make a decision, but when you're talking about this technology, what's really helped people make the decision is the technology does what it's supposed to do. And the only way for them to know that it's going to do what they would like to do is that they would have to try it. And that's one of the things that I try to do. And I know that, sometimes you can, you've got life, you've got the job, you've got the kids, you've got, different things going on, is that when a person orders the technology, what I like to try to do is to call them in 6 or 7 days, because I can go in the back office and I can see when technology is going to be delivered to their front door. And I call them. I don't tell them how to use it, when they place in the order, because if I do tell them, when they get it, they're not going to remember. And they're going to call me and say, Alexander, what did you say? Right? So to prevent that from happening or making extra work for me, what do? I basically call them and tell them after they get it, is I kind of walk them through on how to use the technology. Because, and this is what's really important, if you don't do that, they're not going to get the results they're looking for, which means they will not come back and be a repeat customer. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to continue to get paid a residual income off of the people that come into the program. And the way to do that is to make sure that you use the technology correctly, as well as to make sure that you follow back up with them. A lot of people don't know that they can, mix the two together to make it work better. That lady I was talking to, and she was on my Zoom, and she had called me after the Zoom, and she said, Alexander, she says, now you said to put it in your mouth and hold it underneath your tongue. I said, yes. And she said, swish it around. I said, yes. She says, oh, because she wasn't getting the results that she was looking for. And I said, well, what have you been doing? She says, well, I just been taking it, putting it in my mouth, and then spitting it out. And she wasn't swallowing. I mean, she would put it in her mouth and she would swish it around a little bit, but then she would spit the Restore out of her mouth. And I'm like, man, that's too expensive, okay? But she didn't know, no one ever told her to put it in her mouth, swish it around, hold it, swish it around, hold it, swish it around, and then swallow it. She never knew that, and she was spitting it out. until she got on the Zoom. And so that's the reason why it's important that you follow back up with people and give them the opportunity to learn more. Let me go ahead and switch. I'm going to go to another screen. Let me click on the share here. And what I want to share with you guys, make sure it's coming up correctly. Excellent. Okay. So what I want you guys to understand is this. Who is having success with our company? A lot of people. You, your next door neighbor, the person down the street. But guess what? People that have failed at home-based businesses multiple times. People are looking for a way to make extra income. The way the economy is right now, I cannot believe when I first bought my new car and I filled it up, it cost $90. I guess about a month later, I go to fill the car up, it was $112. And I was like, man. I was like, okay, right? I live in California. I think at that time, gas was almost $6 a gallon. Okay? So inflation, all of us can find a way. So people who have failed at other home-based business multiple times, experienced salespeople and those with no experience. Why? Because we will teach you. If you're willing to show up, we are willing to teach you and to help you be successful in this company. People who are unhappy or who have lost their jobs. There's a lot of people, ladies and gentlemen, that are unhappy with their job, but they go there because it is a job and it's going to give them a paycheck at the end of the week or end of 2 weeks, okay? And they show up. And I understand it because they've got responsibilities. They got bills to pay. People who wish to improve their lives. I don't know about you guys, but everybody wants to improve their lives for the better. That's the reason why I asked that question. If you had the opportunity to choose between $1 million or perfect health, which one would you pick? Now, I know everybody want to have both. Absolutely. Me too, right? But you can't. The $1 million or perfect health. 9% of the people would pick perfect health, especially if they have any current health challenges. Okay? So everybody wants to improve their life. Those in need of additional income. If you ask a person, if I show you a way to put an extra $500 a month in your checking account, can you find a way to spend it? You could say $500 a month. You could say 500,000, whatever's comfortable. If I can show you a way to put an extra $1,000 a month in your checking account, can you find a way to spend it? Folks, I guarantee you, if you ask 10 people that question, 8 10 is going to say yes. They're going to say, what is it? What it consists of? Just if you just say, just answer yes or no. If I can show, and they go, I guarantee you're going to get a yes. Okay? Retired veterans and baby boomers. And you know, retired veterans, they got health challenges. 90% of retired veterans have some sort of aches, pains, because what they went through. Baby boomers, we're getting older every single day. People are retiring every single day, and those people are having some health challenges. People that are online, offline business owners, everybody you know is looking for a way. Anyone who wants a better life in their health and in their wealth. We can offer both. We can help you in your health, and guess what? We can help you in your wealth. So as far as I'm concerned, there's a whole lot of people out there that can use this opportunity. When I first got involved in this company, first of all, I never heard of mitochondria. Never even heard of it. I didn't know what it meant. Had no idea what it meant. I know about it now. I know how important it is. When I was getting on these calls, I always wondered why wasn't anyone talking about how much money you can make. They never talked about that when I first came in. Okay, and I didn't know how to explain it because I didn't know what it was. Looking in the back office and understanding the compensation, and from that, me learning that, I made more money in this company, I believe, in 2 weeks than I made in 6 months in another company. I'm not going to mention the company's name. But when I realized, I'm a numbers kind of person, when I realized that I made more in this company in 2 weeks, company in 6 months, that I've been in this company 2 years now, still here, still doing, utilizing the technology, still talking, still sharing, still following up, because I believe. When you believe in something, you believe. It's not work because you believe in it, okay? What I want to do now is I want to show you guys, if I can find it real quick, the person who won on our Zoom. Let me see if this is the right, yeah, okay. So let me show you guys this. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, we had a Zoom, and I was giving away, I was doing the wheel. I had what I use, right? And I was utilizing this wheel. And on the wheel, people won some MoreMito cash that I sent to their username. For this lady right here, if anybody know who this person, I need to send her what she won on the wheel when we was giving away the free MoreMito to purchase more technology. If you're on this call, please raise your hand. I need your username so I can go ahead and send you the MoreMito cash. If it, please have her get in contact with me and get that over to her as well. Let me go ahead and pause the screen real quick. Hang on. Let me pause it. Okay. So what I'm gonna do next? Let me check. Let me check my chat room real quick. Hang on, everyone. I got 2 hands. Okay. And I'm running multiple screens and my computers and stuff here. And I just want to make sure that that everything is working the way it's supposed to. Okay. If anyone know who that person is, let me know. And I'll be more than happy to do what I can to get that resolved. Let me go ahead and get rid of this drawing here. Okay.
So while he's doing that, guys, if you're watching this on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie or Success on Stephanie, you was invited by Stephanie Alford, then you can go ahead and create your free customer website, like you heard Alexandra share that we give you a free customer website. Well, how do you do that? You're going to go to moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. Click join, then referring customer, complete that, and your free customer website is up just like that. If you need me to send you the link, just put
health area. Go ahead and bring this video up to you guys. And this video here is going to be talking about diabetes. I want to make sure that you guys have this information as well.
Understanding type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a metabolic disorder that causes sugar in the form of glucose to accumulate in the blood rather than being used as fuel by the cells in our body. When we eat, food is broken down by our digestive system into nutrient molecules that are then absorbed through our digestive tract for use by the body. Foods containing carbohydrates or various sugars are broken down into glucose. Glucose is an important source of fuel for many organs in our body. However, to be able to use the glucose for fuel, the glucose molecule must first enter into the cell. The pancreas produces a hormone called insulin, a chemical messenger essential for the entry of glucose into cells. As the blood glucose levels rise after a meal, insulin is released into the bloodstream and sets processes in motion to trigger the removal of glucose from the blood to enter into the cells. In type 2 diabetes, the cells become resistant to insulin and ignore its message to absorb glucose. This is known as insulin resistance. In addition, in type 2 diabetes, the pancreas is unable to the greater amounts of insulin needed to trigger these resistant cells to take in glucose from the bloodstream. The most notable symptom of diabetes is frequent urination and excessive thirst.
Glad you found us, Tika.
Other symptoms include
welcome,
weakness, drowsiness, and blurred vision. These are caused by chemical imbalances in the blood related to high levels of blood glucose. About 1 in 4 people with type 2 diabetes are unaware that they have the disease. It is important to catch diabetes early. Over time, high blood glucose damages the blood vessels, which can damage the organs that these vessels supply, leading to a variety of health complications. Damage to the small or micro blood vessels can cause vision problems, including loss of sight, nerve damage, and kidney disease. Damage to larger or macro blood vessels can lead to cardiovascular complications such as heart disease, stroke, and poor blood circulation. Overweight and inactivity are major causes of diabetes. A family history of diabetes significantly increases your risk of developing the disease. Certain ethnic populations are also at increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Finally, some medications may increase your diabetes risk, specifically corticosteroids, thiazide diuretics, drugs used to treat certain mental illnesses, and some antiretrovirals used to treat HIV infection. In summary, type 2 diabetes is a metabolic disorder. It causes sugar in the form of glucose to accumulate in the blood rather than being used as fuel for the cells in our body. If not diagnosed and treated in a timely manner, type 2 diabetes can lead to many health complications.
Why do so many folks over 40 with type 2 start walking like this? If you take metformin and notice a sudden loss of strength in your muscles, especially your legs,
While he's getting the next information up, guys, again, if you have not created your free customer website, you want to go to www.moremito.com/S-Alford. Remember, if somebody else referred you, you want to get back with the person that referred you. But if not, if you're invited by Stephanie Alford, watching it on one of our platforms, then you want to go to www.moremito.com/S-Alford, moremito.com/SALFORD. Click join, then referring customer. Complete all the information and then submit it, and your free customer website is up just like that. Wonder if he's having some technical issues. Let me go ahead and share what mitochondria is. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cells.
I'm over here talking.
If you lost all your mitochondria right now, you would just drop dead. That's how serious it is.
What I was saying was, if anyone has any questions or you need testimonies, you can go ahead and raise your hand, or you can unmute your microphone, and then I can call on you and be able to have you guys ask your questions, give your testimony, or your statement. So I'm sorry about that. I was talking and the microphone was muted. So that's what happens when you only have two hands. So go ahead, Mr. Senior. You got your hand. Louis got your hand raised. Go right ahead. You can unmute your microphone. Your microphone is still muted. Yes.
Yeah, right here. Hold on. This is Marquez Senior.
Marquez, I'm good.
Alexander, thank you so much.
Samara, that's probably the winner. That's the winner.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Marquez. Go ahead.
Thank you for sharing the videos and this great information on MoreMito. You guys are awesome. You were once we showed the first video, that was awesome, and then you cut into another one that had to do with metmorphin. I think that was inadvertent, but I would like if you could share that at another point maybe, or send it to, because it's very good information, but it was shortcut.
Yeah, that one was, you know how when you're playing a YouTube video,
something else pops up.
I might be interested in somehow. I'll check. I'll look into it. But
yeah, Look, well, let me explain. When you're on YouTube and you're playing a video, there's always advertisement that pops in, and that's what happened. That was the advertisement that popped in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and the video that I did show you guys.
Yes.
I'm going to go and I'm going to put that in the chat.
Thank you.
You guys can have that, and then hopefully when you click on play, hopefully that will take you back to show that again. Hopefully. Again, I don't know.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, Alexander. In the way of testimonies, listen, I had a bicycle incident about a month ago, and I broke the humerus bone between the elbow and the shoulder there. Broke, literally. And so orthopedic's been treating it. I've had the brace on it, and I've got the sling. I've been using that, but I've also been using my MoreMito, my friends. And so cleansing, I clean it out and everything, and I put my MoreMito on there. But I've been doing that.
Yes, put his Rejuvenate Gel and his Restore Oil on
Your phone is kind of microphone went away. Go ahead.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm in my mid-60s, 64, and the doctor said the thing that saved me was I had strong bones. But I've been using the product, and today I went and got my x-rays, and it shows that the bones are coming together, and additional reinforcement bones are coming in. So that's
awesome.
A testament to healing, thank God. But one of the things I know it's helping me is the MoreMito. I've been using this religiously. I just wanted to put that out. It's helping me. It's amazing what's going on. So I know that there's a lot of other things that I do for my health, but MoreMito is on top of my list for healing, and it's working. So thank you guys. So in February, I started gradually listening to the classes and everything, and I was training, and I heard Dr. Dan in one of his calls talk about if you wanted to lose weight, right? And he said basically work out before your meal. So I was weighing at 200 back in February. I'm 170 now.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah, because because of Dr. Dan's advice, but using the product and actually working out. So even now, I go for my walks because I'm dealing with the broken bone situation. I'm walking, that type of thing. But before I was competing in triathlons in my mid-60s, and I could feel the difference when I started using the product. My cycling stepped up, my everything. It's a testament to the company, not just the MoreMito, but the nutrition advice we get on Saturdays from Dr. Dan. It's been amazing for me. So I just thought I'd put that out there, share that out.
So he's getting on the nutritional counseling calls that are an hour before our corporate conference calls. And that one is actually, you pay for that call. It's real small, but and then our corporate conference calls are actually free.
Here we are in July, and he's still here. That tells you something, And so we definitely appreciate all of you that are getting on, that are listening, that are staying, staying plugged into what's going on.
That was an awesome testimonial by Louis Marquez Sr.
The importance is being consistent with using the technology and
Yes.
also sharing your testimony with other people as well. Let me go ahead.
Yes, you should always be consistent.
Got your hand up, sir. Go right ahead.
Well, greetings to everybody from the New York City chamber. Alexander, thank you for having this here table that we can all come together to do personally. And you're so right, man. I have to let these people know some other things. The customer service here is off the hook. There's no customer service that I know of that keeps their business open 6 days a week and have real people. It's so aggravating to get in or call the company and they put you through the changes. But you have to. And the other thing is, for all of y'all that don't get upset when people don't realize that we're giving them a blessing. Listen to what we're up to. And just like some of the people that I've been around for a minute, they let me know they'll be back. So don't get we're too blessed to be stressed because we're doing God's work. God wants us to share information to help other people. Y'all don't know what's going on. God, I'm very grateful to the MoreMito family and the tables and the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. God is a race to develop. This for Lottie, and everybody, and even your little cats and your dogs too. Fish and plants also. Be blessed. Take care. Nobody stress you out. Okay? Be blessed, you all. Ciao.
Thank you, John. I know you show up to a lot of the calls, and you always step up to the front and give a good information, good thoughts, good testimony. And he was talking about the animals. Animals are so important. I mean, I'm watching I'm dog sitting, but it's my dog as well, but we alternate the dog, right? And so the dog was scratching her ears a lot. And I knew something was wrong because she just kept scratching. I kept checking the ears to see if she had any ear mites. Took her to the vet to get her checked out. They told me it was $106, I believe, to do the examination. I said, okay. And so me and my lady went down there and brought the dog in there. They doing all this exam. When they were done, they showed me an invoice of $1,300 for that. And I was like, wait a minute, wait. What six? Okay, how did it go from 106 to 1,300? And there was so many other things that was going on with her. I didn't know about the allergies. I see the dryness around her eyes, and it was allergies. And I didn't know she did have a rash on her stomach. That was also something. She was constantly licking her paws. And there was things that I learned because I didn't know. And it's the same thing with the technology. So I'm going to order her some more Mito, but I want to make sure that I get this stuff cleaned out of her system first. But
he's going to order her the Petlife.
Was that I had to show up to get the information, and it's the same thing here in this company. The only way you're going to know how to use the technology and how to use it correctly is what? The only way to understand the different people, different testimonies, is you got to show up. If you have a doctor's appointment about diabetes, high blood pressure, neuropathy, or whatever, you got to show up because your health is important. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. Hey, also Elizabeth, I think it was Elizabeth or Esther, had your hand raised or your mic unmuted. Someone did, and then I saw
some more.
Yes, Esther here.
Hey, go ahead, Esther.
Yeah, I'm a recipient of MoreMito, because years now, but I stopped for a while, and the disease get more chronic. But I started this week, Tuesday, and the pain that I was feeling in my knees and down my lower feet, I just can't believe it. I was walking so funny, and starting it back this week is like it was there in my body and waiting for the next set of MoreMito. So I am glad that I'm on this call. Remembering how to take the liquid. It's supposed to paste under the tongue and go around in the mouth for a while, and then after a while. And I'm so grateful for it. And one thing I want to know, when can I speak to Dr. Dan? Because I want my nutrients. I want to know how to deal with this MoreMito, because it is
the nutritional counseling call that's every morning 1 hour before the corporate conference call, which is 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're in a different time zone, adjust to your time zone.
I believe Dr. Dan has a personal call that he does.
Yes.
But what you can do is call the company directly, and then you can get his telephone number. And what I'll try to do is get his numbers, and then next week I'll post his number on the Zoom so you guys can have it, because he does a personal call, so a personal Zoom that you can actually get on that as well. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and you can call the home office and get that information as well. Samara, did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes. Yes.
Good, excellent. Thank you. Go right ahead.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just in a little bit of place where the music is.
Okay.
In a restaurant. Okay. So MoreMito has been an amazing product, especially for eyes. I've been a vision rehab consultant as my health career, and I know that mitochondria is a big concentration in the eyes. So people who have eye issues with consistent use, I think within, even right away, but you will see a difference with that. And really, anything that's kind of other senses as well, your eyes, your ears, is really helping with the hearing as well. I kind of used it, and I really feel that it's making a difference, because I know that people are waiting. There's so many things affecting you. So do consider this product. It really makes a difference. And it's with testimonials. You know, I'm saying this as a health professional. I see the results, and it's really helpful. So if you have any doubts, don't have a doubt, try, and you'll see the benefit. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you know what? She's absolutely correct. You know, here's a person that's on the Zoom that has a lot more experience than me. And you guys heard my testimony when I said that when I first was listening to these testimonies, I didn't believe the stuff that I was hearing. But what really kind of helped me to believe is that when I started talking to people that I had been knowing for 10, 15, 20 years, and they were on the technology and they were telling me their testimony, well, I knew they weren't lying, right? And even some of my life insurance clients that I had talked to about life insurance was on the technology, and I asked them to give me their testimonies, and it became more of a belief system. So the more information that you get, the more information that you gather, the more belief. What really helps you to understand is when you use it and you see the results coming in on your own usage. By using it, you believe, okay? Then you understand it much better. I'm going to go ahead and go to Stephanie. You've got your hand raised. Go right
Okay.
ahead.
All right, Alexander. Thanks again for opening up and doing the call for us. It's always awesome. I wanted to kind of piggyback when we were talking about the nutritional counseling call. Actually, we can't just give that number out because that's
Okay.
paid. So if people will go in their back office and actually pay for it, it's considered an order. It's the last one on there, and it says the nutritional counseling call. It's $30, but of course, if you're a referring customer, then you get the $10 off. But we have to pay for that, and then once you pay for it, you'll see in your back office they'll give you the phone number. As soon as you log in, if you look at the bottom, it will tell you paid for it, and it gives you the phone number right there.
Excellent. Thank you so much,
You're
Stephanie, for
welcome.
doing it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just said you're welcome.
Oh, okay. Okay. And see, hang on, let me close this out. Did I stop something? Oh, something's not working. Um, hang on, folks. Okay, something's okay. Anyway, um, and this is the thing. I don't know everything, so thank you for teaching me because um, now that you've said that, now that I know that, I won't say that. I know that, right? So thank you so much. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I every Thursday I show up and do these Zooms, and it's really a blessing to me because of the fact that it helps me to stay plugged in. It's just like riding a bike. They say that if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's true. But guess what? You'll never forget how to ride a bike, just like you'll never forget how to walk as long as you can walk. Okay? And that's important as well. Let me go ahead and check see if anybody else have their hand raised. Go right ahead, Paula. Polly or Polly?
No, I just wanted to say that, hi, Alexander. Just wanted to say that the lady who was speaking before, Samara, was the lady who you were looking for the MoreMito cash.
Yeah,
That's all I want to say.
I forgot to say that too. Yeah. Yes. How did mine come off of mute?
I'm sorry. I just heard somebody say, hey, you must be muted. I'm sorry, I was. The lady who was talking about the eyes, ma'am, are you still there? What's her name? Samara?
Yeah, her name is Samara.
Yes, I am. I'm here.
Samara, okay, Samara, last maybe 3 weeks ago, let me bring up the slide. You won on our wheel.
Okay.
Okay, and hang on, let me bring it up so you can see it. Are you on the computer right now?
Myself? No, I'm not on the computer.
Are you on the cell phone?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see the Zoom?
Yes, I can.
Okay. As soon as I find the slide that I'm looking for, hang on, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go find the slide. Okay. Last 3 weeks ago, let me go ahead and pull this up. Let me go ahead. Okay. 3 weeks ago, hang on, someone's talking. Hang on. Okay. 3 weeks ago. Okay, Samantha, you have hang on, I'm gonna mute your line for a minute. Hang on. You have a lot of background noise.
It's loud. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay, hang on.
And she says she's at a restaurant.
About 3 weeks ago, I did the wheel. Remember, I did the wheel. Or you can't ask me. Okay, I did the wheel, and you won, and you gave me your username. But when I went to the back office to look for you, I couldn't find you. This is you right here. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it right here. The first person right here is
That's me. Yep.
okay.
Should I put type
Yeah,
it in?
do me a favor.
No, I don't have it.
Okay, did you get an email from?
No. I tried to see, but I didn't see anything from you. No.
Okay, go ahead and put your username in the chat, please, but send it directly, personally to me, not to where everybody can see it.
Okay.
Send it to me, okay? Because I need to send you what you want on the Zoom that evening. Okay. Excellent.
Will it go to you?
Yes, you can send it to me through the chat.
Okay. Yes, I see. Okay. Chat. Got it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And you guys, thank you for you guys' help. I'm kind of driving this plane or driving this train by myself. My co-host is not here, so I really appreciate you guys, stepping up and kind of helping me out. I really appreciate it. Let me go ahead and go to Tom. Tom, you got your hand raised. Go right ahead, sir.
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I was just curious about this drawing you did for the MoreMito cash. Is there somewhere you can put your name in, they get qualified to be chosen?
No, what happens is, when I first started doing these calls, I was doing them like every week. I was doing it's called a wheel. And what it is, let me see if I can bring it up for you guys so you guys can see it. And what it is every week, a person, people that entered the Zoom, I had my assistant manually type their name in an Excel spreadsheet or in a Word doc, and then she would email it to me, and then I would upload it to the wheel here. And there were certain rules that you had to understand. And number one, you cannot be no more than 20 minutes late. Well, I stopped doing that because I know people got other things they got to do, and they're going to be late, and I didn't want to penalize people for being late, okay? We need to see your name on the Zoom, because when we spin the wheel, we want to be able to call that person's name. You must be signed up in the MoreMito with the username, because I sent it over that way, and you must be on the Zoom until the end. So what happened was, I was doing it every single week, and I was doing 2 drawings. It was costing me about $400 a month. And then I said, okay, if anybody wants to donate to help me out with being a blessing to people, they can do that. And people started donating, okay? And I kind of stopped that like 9 months ago. But every now and then I would do it. So I don't know when the next time I'm going to do that. I did that last time. I think I gave away $100, I believe. But just, sometimes it'll be in the emails. Do you get the emails from me?
Yeah, I had a customer that she got off, like he said, you need to stay to the end. She got off too soon, and she actually had won, but because she had gotten off, she missed out on her blessing.
Sometimes when I go to do it, I would put it in the email, and then I would let people know free gifts, and then people would know, okay, he's going to do a free gift. But our calls have been so packed, I did it when I first started to get people to come to the call so they can listen and learn. But it's not a problem. We'll do it every now and then. Okay? And if anyone on the Zooms now want to donate to allow us to do that, you can do that. It's not something the company is doing. This is what I'm doing out of my own pockets, out of my own pocket, okay? To just be a blessing to the people as well, okay? Anything else, Tom?
Yeah, I think that's good. I've been having some hip pain, but I'm gonna put some that gel in this evening and
Yeah, that Rejuvenate Gel mixed with the Restore Oil.
Okay. Yeah, what you're gonna want to do? Do you have the Restore and the Rejuvenate?
I don't have a lot of Restore left right now. On disability they're very tight every month.
So he needs to start sharing his website with other people. Send that digital flyer out so that he can earn more free product.
And you're gonna just take, maybe a tablespoon of the Rejuvenate, okay, and add a half a milliliter of the Restore. Mix it real good. Don't use any metal. Use a plastic spoon or a plastic fork, and mix it real good. And then apply that on your ear. But I don't want you just to apply it just in the morning or just in the evening.
Throughout the day.
I want you to try to do it throughout the day as well. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people only use the technology in the morning time, and then they go a whole day without using it, and then they use it later on at night. But you got to realize that there's a whole day that went by without you applying the technology. So that's why I tell people, you really have got to apply it on, I would say, hey, every hour on the hour, put it on. Or every time you think about that pain or you feel that pain, put it on. It's totally up to you, okay? Thank you, sir. That's awesome. Hopefully that answers your question. How long have you been in the company now?
I've been in for a couple of years now, I think.
Okay, excellent. Well, welcome, sir, and thank you for being here for us. Let me go ahead and go to, let me go ahead and put Tom ahead. Okay, John and Brenda. John and Brenda, go right ahead. You got your hand raised. You can unmute your microphone, please. John, there you go. Excellent.
Yeah, I just want to. The company is a real blessing for me and my family. We've been, my wife and I've been in multi-level marketing for like almost 40 years. It's the first company that we ever was engaged with where we bought our product one time, and that's it.
Been getting
After
it for free, yes.
The company has paid for it.
Yes.
And we're making another extra money aside. And so like the president, he's such an unselfish person, to give half the profit to
the CEO. The CEO, Mr. Roger Hill, is the one that's doing that, not the president.
It's a company where it's so simple what you do. Just tell people about it. Just tell people about your experience, and they lock onto it, and they try it, and it works for them, and so we just keep working. I had a guy, a friend of mine, they introduced it to him, and after I introduced it to him, he just called me and thanked me and thanked me and thanked me. Thank you for this product, So it's something that just, I think it was from our God Jehovah, that will produce this thing. It's really working for people, so I feel I'm obligated to talk about it, it's helped me. Like my wife and I, we had experiences. I had problems. I just had a surgery, my esophagus and a hernia too. They fixed it, but the thing about it is, usually when they have the surgery, it usually take about 6 months for you to get your voice back. But after I was taking the product for about a week and a half, my voice came back. And that was amazing. So it gives me energy. I used to get an injection in my eye. I have I'm diabetic. I have glaucoma in my eyes, and I've been getting like this every month, so I get a shot in my eye.
He's one getting those shots.
5 or 6 years, and every time I get to that point, I hate it every time. I just cannot get used to it. Anyway, after I've gone a product for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and about 2 or 3 months, I think it was. Yeah, so I went back to my doctor to get my injection in my eye, and he tested me and said, your pressure's good. And so he said, I'll see you in 5 months.
Praise God.
Amazing.
Another one that doesn't have to get the shots because his pressure is good.
So Rejuvenate also put a little bit on it. Pain was gone. So I have all these good experiences. This is a company that I'll be with for a long time. It's a product that can actually do what it says it's going to do. That happens with everybody. Building the mitochondria is a key. For the mitochondria, that's what your whole bodies correct matters. So
Yes,
we
fix itself.
appreciate this product company, appreciate you, all you do. We're gonna have a good thing here, so let's just stick to it.
Awesome testimonials from John.
I wanted to ask you something. Your doctor told you, see you in 5 months. So that means that there's 5, you don't have to get the shot.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
Yes.
Hey, that's Christmas.
And Alexander, my wife, she was on the product. We was getting injections about the same time. So
She was getting injections.
She take the product for a while. She went her last visit. The doctor says, you don't need no more shots in your house.
That's
See?
awesome. I mean, you know, that just scared. I mean,
both of them was getting shots in their eyes.
Grammy.
Both of them got great testimonials.
To get a
Wow.
shot in your eye with the needle, I mean, can you imagine that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that could be very, 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 very painful.
Oh,
And
yes.
so, I'm just glad this technology is really helping you in that area, because I would hate to, and I thank the good Lord, knock on wood, that I don't have to do that. I don't
Share
wish
that
on
testimony.
anybody. Absolutely. But your testimony,
and Brenda's
man, that's living proof right there, because you've experienced it. Even in my presentation, when I was hearing people talk about getting shots in their eyes, that scared. That's just the thought of that scares me. I mean, and hear you talk about that you've experienced that, and your doctor says, "Hey, your eyes are getting better, the pressure's good. I'll see you in 5 months." That's 5 months relief, man. If I was be partying every weekend, okay, you and your wife, right? Go do the cha-cha, okay? But that's awesome, man. Congratulations on that. I appreciate it. How long have you been in the company now?
About 2 months. But I came in February or March.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations and your wife for constantly showing up and having the faith. Still mix the rejuvenate together. And what I want you to do is I want you to take the mixture and I want you to apply it. You said that you had surgery. Apply it on underneath your chin, on your throat. Okay.
Okay.
When you take the Restore, I want you to try to. You can gargle. You ever try Listerine or mouthwash?
Yeah.
I want you to put the Restore in your mouth. Do to 2 milliliters underneath your tongue. Let it get in your bloodstream. But then I also want you to gargle with it, as long as it's not going to hurt you.
Okay.
If you're able to gargle, they're real good. Yeah. And
About
then
4 dropfuls.
you want to not well, you can use
You can
2
do
mLs, 2 dropperfuls, yes.
You can do 2 or 4.
Okay. If you want to use 3, how tall are you?
6 foot 6.5 inches.
How much do you weigh?
About 270.
Okay. So if I was you, I would probably do 3. 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening. Okay.
I've been doing 4 in the morning, 4 in the evening.
That's great.
Fine.
That's great.
If you've been doing 4 and everything,
He's hiding his weight.
So put 4 mLs in your mouth and try to gargle with it lightly. I don't want you to mess something up or hurt yourself. If you can do that, because it stays right there where you have the surgery, and help it to heal for you, okay?
Most people, when they have surgery, when they get on the product, they heal much sooner, like you heard him saying.
On your throat, under your chin. Not just in the morning, not just in the evening, but even throughout the day as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, sir, for being
Awesome
here.
testimonials from John and Brenda.
SMA116U. You got your hand raised. Go right ahead. Someone on the cell phone? Okay, they just disappeared. Okay, let's go ahead and go to Deborah. Bowman, you got your hand raised?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Zoom meeting be recorded, and can it be someone else later?
Well, of course, I recorded on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie on YouTube. You just go to the playlist, and it'll be under Thursday Zooms. You can watch it 24/7.
I'm sorry.
And you can share it with anyone.
Sorry about that. I keep muting my microphone and talking. I totally forgot to push the record button. My co-host normally, when she's on here and she's going through the rules and stuff, she'll text me or tell me, "Baby, don't forget to push the record." And I this evening, but next Thursday, if you guys could remind me, that would be great. I would definitely record it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Excellent. Let me go ahead and see if anyone else has their hand raised. Okay, let me go and check the. Go ahead, Savannah. Oh, go ahead, iPhone. Okay. Just how you pronounce your first name?
Hello.
Yes.
My name is Siva London from Malaysia.
Okay. I apologize for not pronouncing it correctly.
I just registered under Ambassador Suva, and I have not bought items yet. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So I'm 70 years old next month. So I need advice.
That's a blessing.
What items that I should buy?
Renew Brain and Body Bundle, because you get one of each.
Is this, are you on the Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay. What we let you guys know is that we sell our technology in bundles. If you look at the Zoom right now, when you're looking at it, we have a product here called the Restore, okay? And we also have a product here called the Rejuvenate. These two products work together. You're not going to buy the Restore. I mean, you can buy the Restore without getting the Rejuvenate, the Restore, but they're designed to work together.
Along with the Renew Brain and Body capsules as well.
But it also depends on what it is that you're trying to improve on. Because then we also have, let me bring up this other screen. Hang on, let me see here. Let me see if I've got the
Renew Brain and Body capsule.
Okay, I want to make sure I had it unmuted. This other picture, let me pause the screen here, because I want to show you this other picture that we have that shows all of the technology, all the different products that we have that I'm looking for right now. But they work together. One does not replace the other.
Correct.
So what I would recommend that you do is that you get a bundle. Let me bring up this picture, okay? On our bundle, we have what's called, these are our pills. Now, it all depends on if you have any mental challenges or you need more energy and you forget where you put the keys and you forgot where you put your glasses, then you might want to get the Renew as well.
Okay, that's not what the company tells you. The CEO, Mr. Roger Hill, that's Mr. Roger Hill. As he explains it, how they designed it is they all three work together, and there's some water solubles that's in the Renew Brain and Body capsules that perform your mitochondria that you can't get in the in the Restore Oil or the Rejuvenate Gel. So you need all three of them because they all are formulated. Dr. Bevan Elliott designed them all to work together, but he had to put them in 3 different formulations.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for getting on the Zoom.
So the Restore Oil, the Renew Body and Mind capsules, and the Rejuvenate Gel. That's the Renew Brain and Body bundle that you should get.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
The reason why that I'm calling, I have 2 questions. My first question, I have the gentleman on.
Sorry for accidentally moving the screen.
Yesterday.
Trying to show that.
He bought the MoreMito, and his eye always red. What can we do for it?
Well,
the Renew Brain and Body bundle. That's the answer for everything. It's not one or the other, guys. It's the Renew Brain and Body bundle because they're all formulated to work together to build your mitochondria up.
Okay, so what's causing his eyes to be red?
Go to the doctor, they cannot.
We tell y'all doctors don't know everything. Mm-hmm.
And I recommend that he mix the Restore and the Rejuvenate together and
Yes.
apply it. Because see, right now, he doesn't know what's wrong with it. He doesn't know why his eyes are red.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And the doctors don't know.
Mm-hmm.
no.
Right?
Right.
Is it allergies? Did he hit his, is it both eyes?
Both eyes.
Both eyes, okay. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. What I would recommend to do is this. I mean, I can tell you what he should get and how he can apply the technology.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't tell you why his eyes are red because he
Right.
don't know. And the doctors,
Then the doctors don't know.
Okay? And
Right.
I'm not going to try to guess it because I don't know. Right?
Okay.
But what I recommend that you do is get him on coming Saturday. Okay? They have it to where you can raise your hand, have him raise his hand, and ask that question. And I would let Roger Hill speak, Mr. Hill, okay? That's what I recommend.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
My other comment.
And Mr. Roger Hill, the CEO, is going to tell him to get the bundle with the Renew Brain and Body bundle.
Her name is Jay. I said, Jay, I'm in the hospital. And she told me, where you at? I give her the address. And a split second, she's there. After that, I didn't have no oil, no nothing. But the doctor told me that blood pressure is high, 200. As soon as the doctor left the room,
the Restore Oil. The Restore Oil she applied
15 to 20 minutes,
2 times in the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Blood pressure went down to 120 by 8.
Our blood pressure went down.
I have to say that
15 to 20 minutes. That's awesome.
Because she's doing a super job in New York. Her name is Jay. I want everybody to applaud for her because she's one of the best. I just want to say that for everybody to hear. Jay,
that's awesome.
You are the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will.
Is she on the Zoom right now?
I believe so. She's the one that sent me the she's the one that sent me the text. I text she's on the Zoom.
Okay, good. Well, hey, if she's on the call, I would love to have her come to the front if she don't mind and thank her and everybody. Let's thank her for doing that because again, if she did not did as far as going to the hospital, applying technology on him, he would not have said what he just said. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important to share, to tell your stories, to be a blessing.
His name,
okay?
he's under
And here he is on the call
SM.
now. And sir, have you placed your ordering for your technology yet?
All right, this is the second time that I placed it.
Okay,
I
good.
already
Awesome.
placed it for 32 days.
Okay, excellent. Well, hey,
but at the end of the story, the doctor come over and he told me that, well, everything looks good on you. I don't know. I think I'm going to send you home. I said, well, it's up to you. If you want to send me home, fine.
Right, exactly. I would have said, okay, I'm ready to go home.
Right.
They sent me out at 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's awesome, man. I'm packing my bags right now.
Yes.
You ain't got to tell me twice.
MoreMito to the rescue again.
Well, congratulations, man, and welcome to the Zoom, and thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time. We really appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and lower your hand. John, go right ahead.
I hope that after you found out what the recording you did record, would you please record the rest of this meeting? It would be appreciated. It's some vital information going through.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that much because we're almost finished. Let me see, what time is it? Let me look at my time. Because 7:30. So we've been on here now for an hour and 30 minutes. And almost I mean, I really wish I would have because the testimony that gentleman just talked about as far as his high blood pressure is awesome. Sir, if you could do me a favor, John, the gentleman that was talking about the blood pressure just now, if you can come on our Saturday corporate update call and give that testimony, because then it'll be recorded, and then we can send it out to the entire dining. Would that be okay, sir?
No problem at all.
Awesome, man. I thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it.
He needs to make sure he raises his hand as soon as he gets on, so that hopefully he'll be one that's called on. Because there are a lot of people that raise their hand doing Q&A.
The shots in the eyes and stuff like that. I've been knowing Dee for like 6 years, and I never met her personally. And she is so grateful that I introduced her to it. Just like I'm so grateful that introduced me. The company itself is a blessing.
Yes.
Hey, John, your phone keeps fading in and out.
Well, blessings to you all, and you blessings if we do.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want your phone kept fading in and out. So thank you so much. Go ahead, Melvin. Go right ahead.
Can you hear me? Okay, Alexander.
Yes, I can. Go right ahead.
Yeah, the gentleman that talked about, if I heard him correctly, he had bloodshot eyes.
Yes.
Just two different options. I was sitting at my godchild's table one day, and she said, "Godfather, what is that? You got blood all inside your eye." Never happened to me before. I rushed to the bathroom to look in the mirror, and about, gosh, a good 85, maybe 90% of my right eye was filled with blood. And I'm like, whoa, so I'm thinking, oh man, I might have to go to urgent care or the emergency room. And I said, whoa, wait a minute. I always wanted to try that restore in my eye. Now, some people can take it, some can't. Some use it. So anyway, I told her, I said, listen, put 2 drops of the restore in both of my eyes. She puts it in there. I got a little upset with myself because I didn't take a before picture. But when she did that, I went straight to the bathroom after she put 2 drops, not the milliliters, just a drop, and it started clearing up immediately. And I was so glad there was just enough left in the eye, blood. So I took a picture, but it was gone in about 2.5 days. Now here's the crazy thing about it. I mainly put it on my eyelids. I haven't really been putting it in my eye that much. But again, when you do use the restore, whoever does want to try it in their eye, it's the oxygen also that makes it sting. So as soon as you put it in your eye,
Close your eyes. Right, yes. Get that.
That'll help. That sting.
Yes.
But as you heard, the Petlife won't sting as much because it doesn't have the citrus oil, the orange and the lemon oil. The other thing, Alexander, and some of the people on the Zoom now may have heard some of what I'm about to say because I mentioned some of it on Monday night call. Sunday, we had. I'm 67 years old, but I've been feeling so energetic, strength and everything. Been working out maybe a month, but I love playing basketball, so I played with my nephews. And one of my nieces is really, really good. I mean, she could play with, the WNBA, what have you. So I was playing with a 16-year-old up to like maybe a 35 max-year-old. And we played 3 on half court, and at one point we played 4 on 4. And I was playing with them for 7 games in a row. Scoring, got blocked a couple of times, but I was scoring right hand, left hand, because folks. I use this as a also.
Yes.
When I hear a testimony, or I go in the back office, or on the MoreMito app, and I hear these testimonials, and I hear what they use it for, I'll say, I'm not dealing with that, but let me just put it in that area anyway. So now I got my mitochondria increasing all over the body. And when we got done, Alexander, I told them, I said, listen, if you guys are up to it, I'm ready for 3 more games. But they were so shocked to say. So now people are calling me and texting saying, wow, we heard what was going on. And then some of them took some video of it, so a couple of them saw me shooting and making baskets. So what I'm saying, folks, is don't give up. Just keep using it. And lastly, detoxification. You may see something, feel something, sense something. Remember, your cells have to be detoxified first before your body starts healing itself. But oh my gosh, we've got something that no one else has.
That's right.
And if you don't like talking, we have the MoreMito app. That'll do the
That's
talking
right.
for
We
you.
have,
How's
everybody
that?
has
Thanks
the
again. I
new
appreciate
digital
you and all the
flyer that does the talking for you.
promise that will make.
Does all the work.
Thank you so much.
So
All
much,
the way
man.
down to where
And you know
people
what?
can order
Yes,
from the
today,
app,
because
from
you
the
sound
flyer.
So much, you sound younger.
Yes.
Trust me.
He
So
does.
I would have been wrong on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and go to Dr. Mildred. Your hand is raised.
If anybody wants to hear his full testimonial from the conference call, you can go to the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, go to conference calls, and you can hear his full testimonial.
Okay. I just have a question.
Sure.
I'm new with Mito, with MoreMito, so I'm not sure fully yet. I'm learning, but I have a cyst, and I don't know if I can use the MoreMito
Yes.
on my cyst to
Yes.
or should I just
I used to have
put it around it and not on it?
put it around it and on.
That you can't use it.
Because she doesn't know.
I don't know, because I haven't even tried it. But
She was
the
just
sister
checking
said
to make
it's
sure.
not cancer. The doctor says, but it's just protruding, and I'm trying to make it go down. Just looking for something to make it
Use the
go
Rejuvenate
away,
Gel
really.
with the Restore Oil mixed in there multiple times a day on there, along with taking the products
Ingredients, and you can go to your website to
on a
look
regular
at all the
basis.
ingredients, but all of our ingredients are natural.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like so let me back up. Go to the website, look at the ingredients and see if there's anything in the ingredients that you are allergic to. If not, let me see if I can bring that up. Let me pause the screen. If not, then if I was you, I would go ahead and put it directly on
The cyst.
directly on the cyst
Yeah.
as well as the cyst.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, how long have you had it?
The cyst?
Yes.
Over years. I'm 80 years old. I've had it since I was in my 20s. So it's always,
Wow.
but it's getting larger. It's getting larger now.
Okay.
Like
Oh, it's
a little
growing.
pimple, but now it's getting larger, like a large olive. And it's,
Okay. So what I would do if I was you, first of all, you're going to want to get the Restore. On the right, if you look at this,
She wants to get the Renew Brain and Body Bundle, so she'll have all three products working fully.
Yeah.
This is going to work from the inside out. The Restore works from the inside out, and the Rejuvenate works from the outside in. So you're going to want to hit it from both areas.
Okay.
Which means this: you're going to want to take the Restore, and what did I say in the presentation? How tall are you?
5'3".
How much do you weigh?
90 pounds.
Okay.
She's
And
tiny.
the reason I was asking because I wanted to make sure. I had a gentleman who was 6'3", 330 pounds, and he was only doing 1 ml, and he wasn't getting the result he looked for.
Right.
No, he wasn't taking the full dose. That's why he wasn't getting the results.
I would recommend you to do the recommended in the morning to in the evening. Okay, of the Restore, put it in your mouth, your tongue, swish it around, hold it, swish it around, hold it, swish it around for as long as you can, swallow it. But then also take the mixture. You're going to mix the Restore and the Rejuvenate together. Okay. And I want you to apply it on the cyst and around it.
Okay.
Okay? And if it's not doing, I mean, you're not going to hurt anything.
Okay.
And if you feel like you want to do more, you can. It's totally up to you. And but at the same time, have you been on our corporate update?
And she needs to also take the Renew Brain and Body
So I just started
capsules.
this month.
She needs to take all three products
The first time I've
because
been on
Dr.
Zoom
Bevan
this
Elliott
month
designed them
on
all to
Thursday
work
night.
together.
So,
Well, welcome.
yeah. So
Thank you so much for being here.
You'll hear Mr. Hill say that, the CEO of the company, in the conference calls.
yes.
You can raise your hand and you can ask the same question to get a second opinion.
Okay.
And Roger
Okay.
Hill will also give you this, give you information. but I don't see there's no problem with putting it on.
I just had a client with a cyst as well. She used for 2 days. Okay.
Every hour.
Let's see what all does she say on.
By listening to people's testimony,
She used for 2 days. Oh, awesome. Her SIL is an oncologist and came and massaged the area, and the next day completely gone. That's an awesome testimony. I want to read that again, y'all.
So I want people to start putting it on throughout the day as well.
Rose shared in the chat that she had a client with a cyst. She used the products for 2 days, and now it's gone. She said her SIL is an oncologist and came and massaged the area, and the next day it was completely gone. So you want to get your Renew Brain and Body bundle, which has the Restore Oil, Rejuvenate Gel, along with the Renew Body and Mind capsules.
I had a bump. I'm not sure if it was a cyst on my waist. Using the mixture of Restore Rejuvenate, it was gone in 2.5 days. Another gentleman had a cyst on his back. I'll make sure I send that to you. I've got before and after pictures. Everything. It protruded out of his back, like a good 1.5 inches from his back. In a few hours, maybe 2 days back, but I thought they said 2 hours. But also, it came down. It was going like 2 days. If you look into the chat, I was also just reading about someone that mentioned about the cyst. What it says is, I just had a client with a cyst as well. She used for 2 days and now gone. Her SIL, I'm not sure what that is. Her SIL is an oncologist and came by and managed the area, and the next day massaged the area.
Massage. SIL is sister-in-law. The person just put in the chat. It's sister-in-law. Okay, so sister-in-law is an oncologist. Okay.
Look at that screen. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. We need leaders. Because hey, I'm a leader, but I can't always lead. So thank you so much, Melvin. I appreciate it. Winston, you got your hand raised. Go right ahead.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I just have a quick question about the use of the Restore and the Rejuvenate. Now, I have the product and I've been using it. So maybe about a month and a half or so ago, maybe a month, at least a month to a month and a half, I had heard on one of these calls that you should mix the Restore with the Rejuvenate. Rejuvenate being the cream and Restore being the liquid. And I did that, and then on subsequent calls, I heard that stress that the Restore is for your inside, internal use. So then I became confused. If the Restore is for internal use because it's a liquid, which I have been using,
You can take it externally, but you can also rub it on your body.
What is the real purpose or value for mixing the Restore with the Rejuvenate if one is for internal use and the Rejuvenate is for external use? By that.
Very good.
That's a good question.
Hey, hang on. Somebody's talking in the background. Hang on. Okay, all right. Thank you. Very good question. Okay. And what I have heard and what I have learned, when I first came to the company, nobody was mixing these two. They was not mixing the Restore and Rejuvenate together.
Right.
They was keeping it separate. They were using the Restore for their mouth and the Rejuvenate on. People started mixing it. And when they started mixing it, they were getting better results from it. Okay? Well, we know the Restore helps work from the inside out, but also you can put it on your skin, and it makes water wetter. It makes it wetter. It helps it penetrate deeper. It helps it to work better. Okay, for example, let me give you an example. Maybe this is a good example, maybe it's not, I have no idea. But some cars can take regular gasoline, and some cars take the premium, more expensive, 91 octane. My car, I don't put that less gas in it. I put the 91, not the other kind in there, right? Because it'll mess up the engine. Well, if you mix these two together and apply them on whatever it is you're trying to improve, it helps it gives it an extra boost. Okay? So let's watch this. Let's say you've got bad knees. On one knee, just put Rejuvenate. On the other knee, put the mixture. Tell me which knee feels better. And there's some people that have done that and have come back and gave us a report that the other knee felt better because of the mixture. Did that answer your question, sir?
Yes and no, in the sense that I'm not trying to be difficult in any way.
No problem.
I did, like I said at the beginning with the question, I did mix some of the Restore with the Rejuvenate, and I used it. Actually, I finished using the last of it last night. So this is a good time I'm asking the question. I have the Rejuvenate, new bottle of the Rejuvenate, and a new bottle of the Restore. So before I mix it, I'm glad I'm on the call tonight to ask the question, because I've been wanting to ask it for a while now. So is it your testimony that mixing it works better than using it, Restore it for internal use and the Rejuvenate for external use only, or it's a better result if you mix them together?
Better result if you mix it together, but
yes,
the mixture is not going to replace the Restore. Remember, the Restore works from the inside. The Restore is going to help to detox your system. Okay, so you still want to take the Restore and put it in your mouth and swallow it and do what you're supposed to do. Okay, but let's say that you've got a bump, bad knees, bone-on-bone neuropathy or whatever. Well, you can mix those two together, okay, and apply it. It's going to help it to work better by applying it on your knee or wherever you have it. So again, one does not replace the other. I don't want you to think, okay, I'm going to take the Restore and I'm not going to do it. No. Because they work together, they work hand in hand. One does not replace the other, okay? So what I do is, and this is just me, when I first started mixing it, I would just take half of the mixture, half of the Rejuvenate and put the Restore in there, and I would leave half mixed and the other half not, okay? I've done that. If you want to do that, you can. Do you have to mix the whole entire jar? No. It's totally up to you what you want to do, how you want to go about doing it. That's totally
because it's your
up to
product.
you. Okay.
Thank you. That's a very good suggestion. I just realized I should have kept the bottle of the Rejuvenate. I actually threw it out because I ended up using the last of it last night. For sharing. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Question, very good question. Definitely appreciate it. Okay, hang on, you guys. I just lost my sound on my tablet. Let me go to my other computer here.
Yeah, you'll remember this one, Alexander. As you said, people just started trying to kind of different ways of using it. But the Rejuvenate was developed to work from the outside in, and it goes all the way to the bone. Calls with Roger and Dale, the Restore liquid is basically hitching a ride with the Restore, because remember, the liquid
With the Rejuvenate Gel.
Works from the inside out, so under the tongue allows it to get into the bloodstream a lot quicker. So when you mix them together, now you're getting all 44 ingredients from the Restore to hitch a ride.
Lower my hand.
All the way through, so not only is it going through the pores of the skin, the Restore with the Rejuvenate, but it's going into the bloodstream and all the way to the bones also.
Yes.
So I'll do it by itself, and then I'll do the mixture. lately I've been mixing both. The other one that some of us may remember that people do is they'll put some of the Restore on, and then after they get that massage in, they'll put some Rejuvenate on. What just to add to agree with what Alex, you're basically learning how to communicate with your body. That's why it's so important to start writing a journal. Write down what you sense, what you feel, what you see, what you smell, and always think first, my body must be going through a deep. I never saw this, never smelled this, never sensed this. I almost called to go to the hospital. I was probably about a minute away from calling the ambulance. I was in such pain. I grabbed the Restore and Rejuvenate and I rubbed it on me because I had this bad pain and I thought my stomach was going to burst open. I thought my rectum area was going to burst open because the bowel movement that I knew I had to get rid of had to come out, and I had to stop at one point and kind of catch my breath. And I said, I got to give it a good push. Had the bowel movement and found out once I looked into the toilet, it was parasites that was in my stomach that I was able to get out. So remember, your body's going to has to go through detoxification. As you heard Alexander say time and time again at different times. It took us years to get to this particular condition that we had. It's not going to go right away for some of us. Thanks again, Alexander. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Melvin. Man, you know, experience is the best teacher. Experience is the best. Okay. I have been watching my lady's dog for about 3 months now, 3 months, 2 weeks now, right? And I was only supposed to have the dog for like 2 weeks. Well, I've been keeping her for 3 months, right? I'm a very loving dog. But every time she goes to the bathroom, I always check her stool. Why? I want to see if there's any blood in her stool. I want to see if there's any worm in her stools. I want to see if she's having any constipation, diarrhea. Why? Because that tells me something is going on with her. It's the same thing with us. And thank you, Melvin, for mentioning that, because your body will talk to you as long as you listen. If you're not listening, or if you're not paying attention, or if you're in denial, or you're thinking nothing wrong, and your body's trying to tell you something, you got to listen. It's the same thing with your car. One day I was leaving, I used to live in a place called Aurora Grande, and I drove from Aurora Grande to Oakland, and it's about a 4-hour drive, right? One way. And there was this car next to me, and this lady was driving the car, and I kept hearing this ticking. I my horn at her, right? And I said, man, pull over. And I wasn't trying to get with her, I was just told her to pull over, right? She pulls over, and when I looked at her, I said, ma'am, I said, do you hear that ticking noise? And she said, no. And the reason why she didn't hear it, because she had the music blasting. And I said, ma'am, there's something going on with your car. I looked at her tires, and the steel belt on the inside of her tire was cutting off. You know, like sometimes when you drive your car, the outside will wear more than the inside, or the inside will wear more than the outside, or whatever. And I said, ma'am, I said, get out your car. I said, I want you to show you something. And I said, reach your hand around here, and you could feel the steel belt wiring coming out of the tire. And I said, ma'am, you on the freeway going 65, 70 miles an hour, and this tire would have blown, and you could have had a serious accident. And she said, oh my God, I didn't know. And the reason why she didn't know, because every time she got in the car, she had the music blasting, and she didn't listen to her car. So I say that to say this: whenever you're driving your car, turn the music, listen to it. The same thing with your body. Listen to it. Pay attention, because your body will talk to you as long as you listen. Okay?
Right.
Let me go ahead and check the text. Check.
So while he's checking the chat, if you have not created your free customer website, guys, remember, you get your free customer website. You have to be referred in order to be able to get your products. So Stephanie Alford is personally referring you. Now, if somebody else, if another customer or MoreMito referred you, always get back with that person. But if you seeing this on one of my shows,
Log in first.
then Stephanie Alford is personally inviting you, and you'll go to moremito.com/S Alford.
And say, I haven't gotten my order yet. Where's my
Mm-hmm.
order? I want you guys to learn how to go check on your order.
Yes.
Okay? When you log in your back office, you're going to go up to where it says orders,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to click on where it says my order. When you
Yes.
click on my order, you're going to see your orders being placed right here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right here is a tracking number.
Yes.
You're going to click on that to find out where's your order. Maybe it was delivered. Maybe it wasn't. I had a lady one time called me. She said, Alexander, I didn't get my order. I said, well, let's go check. Let's go see where it's at, right? We go and check her back office, and it was delivered. And I said, well, ma'am, did you check your mailbox? She goes, no. And I just thought to myself, forgive me, Lord. Okay? But you call, I didn't say this to her, but I'm just thinking. Sometimes we think things, right? And I said, oh my God, this lady calls me and tells me that she did not get her order, but she didn't check her mailbox, and it was sitting in her mailbox. And the reason why I knew is because when we went to the back office and we clicked on right here on this tracking number, it showed that it was delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you go to your back office, it says waiting for label. At another time, and again, this is experience. Experience is always the best teacher.
That's right.
Another time where the lady had called me and told me that her order was still showing us as waiting for label. And I went to the back office, looked on it, clicked on it, and realized she had put the wrong address.
Mm-hmm.
And it was waiting for the label. And I said, ma'am, you got to
Yeah,
call the
if you put the wrong address, or if there's a trigger and it doesn't come up, because they look to make sure the addresses are verified, then the company has to do the legwork to find out the correct address, and it has to be something in there that is verified before the company can send it out. So you want to be careful when you're putting your address in there. Double check it, triple check it to make sure you're putting the right address in there.
And you see here,
Yes.
this is the business card. Now, what I'd like for you guys to do is this. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you. Okay. What I'd like for you guys to do is, if you're on a laptop or a tablet, I want you guys to scan this QR code right here with your cell phone, because I want you to see where it's going to take you to. Okay? Because
I'm
you
gonna
can
cover that up
switch
because I
it
don't
and
want
you
to get
can
kicked
change
off of
it to where it says my home page.
my sites,
or
because it's
my
picky
flyer.
about certain information that we show.
You can have these business cards printed while you're out and about. You can hand people your business card.
Right.
So this, I learned this, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday when they were doing, I think it was Tuesday, when they were also doing this. And then it also says include your current rank on the card. I don't recommend you include, I mean, it's totally up to you, but I would not put my current
I didn't
rank.
put my
I don't
rank.
think that really matters. Maybe it's up to you if it does. If you want to. But I think it's important to have your business card, you're out and about, hand them out to people, use the QR code. Scan the QR code for the flyer area, where it shows right here. I want you to scan it for the My Flyer, and then I want you to come back and change it to my home page, and then scan the
So you can
QR
see the
code
difference.
so you can actually see what that goes to. Just come over here and come straight down and scan the QR code. Okay, any questions on that before I continue?
You did great.
If you do, please unmute your mic and raise your hand. Let me check and see.
Can you explain it once more, please?
Sure. What you're gonna let me clear this out. In your back office, what I want you guys to be able to do is, if you choose to, is to get business cards, because in order to grow your business, you have to have tools. These are your tools. This is one of your tools. They got the marketing system back here, right? So this is one of your tools. You're going to go up top and you're going to put your cursor on My Info. When you put your cursor on My Info, you're going to come down and you're going to click on where it says My Business Cards. You're going to click on that. When you click on that, it's going to take you to this area right here. Okay. I want you to put a check or put a dot in where it says My Home Page. Now, if you're on a computer, so you can't scan the QR code if you're on your cell phone. Okay? Because you got to take your cell phone and you got to hold it up to the QR code and scan it. Well, you can't do that if you're on your cell phone. So you're going to want to go to your site from your laptop or from your tablet or from your computer. When you do that, I'm going to want you to scan the QR code here so you can see where it's going to
he's talking
actually
about
take
scan
you
the
to.
QR
Because
code.
right here, you have it scheduled to go where? To your home page. I want you to see what that looks like when you scan, because you have it going where? To the home page. Okay? Then I want you to come back and I want you to change it from the home page. I want you to put a dot in where it says My Flyer, right here. Okay? Then I want you to go back in there and I want you to scan the QR code again when you change it to My Flyer so you can see exactly where it's taking you to. It's going to take you right to My Flyer. So when you print your business cards, you're going to know if you want to have it set to say My Home Page or My Flyer. Okay, any questions on that?
You can have some that's my homepage, and you can have some that's my flyer, and you keep them separate so you'll know, because you may have different situations. You may want to give somebody some that goes to your homepage, but then you may want to have some that where it goes straight to your flyer. That flyer is awesome, guys.
I'm going to go to my back office and try to do what you just shared with us.
Yeah, it's real simple. All you got to do is click on My Business Card. And do you have a computer?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
And you got a cell phone?
Yes, I do.
Or if you have 2 cell phones, you can do the same.
Yes, I do.
There you go. You got it. All you got to do, go to your back office, log into your back office, go up top and click on right where it says, let me clear this out. Clear this out real quick. Okay. Go right up top, and all you got to do is click on right where it says My Info. When you click on My Info, you're going to come down and click on My Business Cards. Real simple. It's going to come to this page. And then change it to My Home Page, and then scan the QR code. And, okay, then come back and go to My Flyer. And then you can have these business cards printed out for you. Okay?
You can print out for yourself, or you can send it to Kinko's, Staples, whoever,
and so any questions on that, ladies and gentlemen?
And have them printed out.
I've been here a little bit longer. I've kept you guys a little bit longer than I expected for 2 hours now. And but we have some great testimony, great information. Yes. Go ahead, Melvin.
All that information was needed that was shared.
What's so convenient about what you just showed, Alexander, thank you, because as you said, when we get on these calls, we get to learn so much. It's like seeing the same thing over and over. This is a phenomenal way to get customers. You just ask your friend, say, listen, I'm trying to test my QR code. I need to send something to you so I can see what it is. Oh my God, I'm gonna start telling my team that just great. I love what you, Alexander, because it reminds me of when we go to put out what they call a flyer, but it's like videos and testimonies. There's a preview so we can see what people.
That is a good way to do it.
Use this to get customers.
Yes, I need you to test out my QR code.
I'm new at these QR codes. Can I send you some and then tell me how it comes out? Oh man, thank you, Alex. Back to you.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, let me show you guys something else. I went to, if you go to your back office and you click on where it says, let me find it. I'm gonna move stuff out of the way. Okay, you're gonna put your cursor where it says Share MoreMito Info. Okay, you're gonna come down here to where it says Share or Custom Flyer. I want you to come down to the audios and videos. You click on that. There's a lot of information here that you can click on and look at regarding the technology. But what I also want to show you, click on, when you go here to share MoreMito Info, share or customize my flyer, click on that, and you would come here. I want you to click on the word preview.
That's when you
click on
first
that,
go in there.
make it a little bit smaller, okay?
Yeah.
When you click on that, you're going to come here and you're going to see this information. But also, there are videos here
Yes.
that you're able to listen to. I recommend to click on these videos and listen to them. Because when you click on them, they're going to play.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying earlier. The flyer does the work for you guys. That's the CEO explaining it.
For some reason, it keeps stopping. So, because it has to load. But anyway, take some time out. Come here and watch these videos. Now, another thing I like is this. When you come down to the bottom, you can, I'm sorry, let me see it. I think it's up top. Let me go back up here. I think it's up top here.
When you first go into your back office to go into your, you want to make sure you click the customized part and check them. All your information is correct. You're going to hit the green one button first and make sure all your information is correct before you share it.
And it says share, and I'm going to click the down arrow, and let's say I wanted to email it to somebody or text it to them. I'm going to click on email, and I'm going to click on generate link. This is a link right here that you can actually put in the email and send to somebody.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you if I can find it. Let me pause the screen a little bit because I've got personal information here. But I want to show you guys together. I sent out have them look at the testimonies and stuff if I can find it. Okay, I should have already had this up, but I've got a lot of emails and my computer's running slow. Okay, I'm not going to be able to bring it up right now. Maybe I can. Don't forget.
Yeah, find it.
I can find it for you guys.
I love the information Alexander shares.
I have a lot of
He's
emails.
very detailed.
So what I did was I created a basic email. I copied that link, and I put that link in the email. So when I send it to people, let me see if this is it right here. Nope, that's not it. So, right too. So I'm going to copy this link. Let me go ahead and unpause. I'm going to copy this link here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click on the word copy. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to press enter. It takes them directly to this page. So you can send that to people in an email or in a text. And guess what? It automatically has your information up here. This is your information. So when they click on it or they watch the videos, the system is automatically going to tell you that they clicked on it. They watched it. It's a good way to send it to somebody and have them listen to these audios. There's audios here. Take the time out and come and listen to these audios here. Watch these videos. Look at the videos. But a person can fill out a questionnaire.
Yes.
They can check the boxes. They can take time out to give information on what they're trying to improve on.
Yes.
So take some time out and come here and look at all this information here, okay? Any questions so far?
And guys, we are actually doing, some of us are already certified as a trainer to train you on how to, flyer and everything, and how, so that you'll be able to explain it to your customers or your team real well. So we're now trained to train you and certify you.
Right now, you guys can definitely go here.
It is awesome.
These tools and get the information out to people and do this. Call Tom. Hey Tom, this is Alexander. Listen, I wanted to give you a call real quick. Do you have a couple of minutes? Folks, before I start talking to people, I get their permission. Do you have a couple of minutes? And I wait for the answer. I do not say, do you, see, understand this. A lot of times people ask questions and they continue to talk. They don't wait for the answer. So if I say, hey Tom, do you have a couple of minutes? That's the question. I be quiet. I don't say nothing. I wait for the answer. But if I say, hey Tom, do you have a couple of minutes? Because the reason I was asking, because I wanted to, if I could say, guess what you're doing? You're telling a story. Don't do that. Wait for the answer. So, hey Tom, this is Alexander. I want to give you a call. Do you have a couple of minutes? Yeah, great. When Tom tells me yes, that gives me permission to talk. Listen, I wanted to send some information to you, but I wanted to get your permission. Folks, I respect you when you say, I want to get your permission. People get so many emails and texts now, they don't even look at them. They don't even click on it, right? Unless they really know you. But I get so much text, folks. People, I probably don't even look at all the stuff I get, okay? But if you call me and say, Alexander, I want to give you a call because I wanted to get your permission, can I text you some information? Ask if you take the time out to look at it. Sure, great. Guess what? I'm going to go look for that information. Okay? When I send a person an email, I always tell them what the subject line is going to say because I want them to get off the phone with me and go look for that subject line. So when you send that person this link up here, upper right-hand corner, they're going to click on it. It takes them right to your information. And let them know they got videos, audios. I want you to look at the information and get back with me, or I can get back with you in a couple of days. Fair enough? Yeah, great. Guess what? You're done. Okay? Because the tools are right here to help you build your business. Okay? Anyway, I have a lot to cover, but I'm not going to get into it right now because I know the time is short, and I want everybody. We've been on here for 2 hours and 11 minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, my next, let me pause my screen real quick. Our next Zoom is going to be, please get your calendar, write your calendar, and while you're writing it on your calendar, I want you guys to apply the technology on your eyes, eyebrows, eyelids, forehead, on your ear, behind your ear, on your knee, on your feet, on your toes, okay? Our next Zoom is on July 30th, next Thursday. Invite, folks. Invite people, and I thank all of you for getting on here, for listening and taking the time out and being on the Zoom. I really appreciate all that you guys are doing and showing up. And guess what? As long as you guys show up, I'm going to keep on doing what I can to keep spreading the information to be able to be a blessing to so many people. Until then, everyone, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday. Let me do one more check to see if there's anything in the chat. Hang on. I'm just checking. Nope. Again, thank you so much, everybody.
He did an awesome job.
Oh, I want you guys to listen to this song. I like this.
Okay, go. Okay, guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed all the information that was on here. If somebody else referred you, get back with the person that referred you so that you can create your free customer website. You can shortly this will be uploaded. If you put comments in there, we'll get your questions answered. If you want the link sent to you for you to create your free customer website, then you could either text or send a message on WhatsApp. You're going to put your name and link, so we know to send you the link, and all you do is click on the link and it will take you straight to the referring customer page where you can create your free customer website. And we look forward to hearing you and your testimonials and what the product has done for you after you got on it and built your mitochondria up. Again, this is Stephanie Alford. We thank you for joining. Have a blessed one, kings and queens.